Well, we're back again with the Hohem iSteady M7 Gimbal. I gotta tell you, this thing is awesome. I thought the M6 was incredible. This upped the game big time. So if you've been following my channel, this is part 2 of the Hohem Gimbal. And we're going through all the buttons, all the controls, what do they do? Today though, we're focusing on this. This is the last part we need to do. There's a lot of controls, a lot of functions built in this tiny little unit. So without further ado, without further babble, let's get into it. Well, like I say, we're going to get into all these controls and go over the rest of these little functions. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name's Michael. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos like this. But anyways, instead of me sitting here babbling, we need to get up close and personal. So let's stop the babble, get up close and personal. Well, here we are, close and personal. I'm just going to remove this to show you. On the side, you have a charging button. And on this side, you have a little button as well. In the back here, you have your little indicator lights, and you can see I'm running a little low on this power from having it removed. But I'll put this up here, and you can see what all the little indicator lights mean. But for sake of ease, I'm putting the unit back in, and it'll keep everything easy for me to show you what's going on. So first thing, if I swipe to the right, you can see how I have a preview of what's going on in behind. I have the tracking on. So if you double tick, you get your tracking on. If you press the side button once, it pauses the tracking. Press it again, turns the tracking back on. Triple click, and you eliminate the tracking. You can also drag a box around your target and track that way. And there you go. Same thing again. 1, 2, 3. And your tracking is now off. That's how that works. Now the little side button, which I've already shown you, it will pause and run the tracking. If I double click, let me take the gimbal off center. If I double click, it will recenter the gimbal for me. So now if I triple click that button, 1, 2, 3, it'll rotate 1, 2, 3, and it rotates around for your different cameras. If I press this 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, look at that. We're now into wide angle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're back to normal. So that mode button will do that. Now, if I long press and hold it, see how I've got the grid come up there? See the grid on there? If I use the joystick, I can recenter and make sure everything's lined up for my preview to what's going on. I just simply need to long press and hold, and that'll take that off again. Okay, let me just come back to normal preview here. We have a mode button here. If I press a mode button, you can see how it's changing that bottom left symbol. I'm in pan follow, I'm in pan tilt follow, I'm in POV, and there's a custom setting, which I will show you in a minute. So single press takes you through your different modes. If I triple press, 1, 2, 3, it goes into inception mode. 1, 2, 3, and it'll stop the inception mode. If I press this 5 times, this will calibrate the gimbal for me. I don't want to do that to show you because I've already done it and everything works fine for me. Let's move on to the zoom lever here. Now, being in the Joy app, you simply use this to zoom in and out, and it works quite well. Now, there's a button in the center. If you half press it, it will auto focus. If you single press it, it will start or stop your video. If you're in photo, it will take a photo. Now, if you want to switch back and forth between the two, then you just simply need to double press between the two. So now I'm in video, now I'm in photo, now I'm in video. Now if I click this 3 times, it'll switch between the front facing and the rear facing camera. 1, 2, 3, hello, 1, 2, 3, and we're back the other way. That's how this button has all these different controls. If I long press, this will turn off the unit. There we go. If I long press again, it'll turn it back on. And there we go. And I reconnected just wonderfully. Now, if you have this unit removed from the gimbal and you long press to turn it on, it will only turn on this unit. It will not turn on the gimbal. It has to be connected to the gimbal in order to turn the gimbal on and off. So the next thing we get into here is the little joystick, and it's basically that. And it's used for your pens and your rolls and everything else, but it'll also do the alignment in your preview window. Let's get now further into this and get into all these little controls. So the first one we have here, it says roll F control. We click it. It brings us up 4 more little functions. So the first one, it's on F, meaning focus. So the focus, you need to be in the Joy app. This is controlling the wheel on the side. You can see tilt. Now if I use the tilt, see how I can now use the wheel to control the tilt. I can come down here, I can control the pan. Or, look at that, CCT RGB. It can also control your light for you, which is really handy to have. So let me come back up, all the way, come on, to focus and put it back there. Click back. Now, top right, we have roller set, and you can reverse your settings if you want to. Bottom left, now I'm just going to switch this light around so we can see what's going on. There we go. So now I know what's working. First off, we have our on off on the bottom right. So we'll leave it on so we can see what's going on. The bottom left here, I've got all my controls. So on the top here, I can change the brightness, come back, click on there, and I can change the Kelvin range. Very good. Come on to the bottom. Now I'm into the RGB and I can change what color is going on. I can also then adjust the brightness again on it. So we can come back out of that screen, and that completes that part of it. That was just under there. And balance. We have, if you can see, those little green lights indicate that the gimbal is balanced. If I take the head and push it down a bit, see how that one line went to red? That means that motor's working harder than it should be. So when you're setting up and you want to make sure that you're balanced, come in here and it'll let you know whether you're perfectly balanced or not. Actually, I'm just gonna come back here, turn my light off. We don't need the light on. And bottom left, pan follow, it says. So here we have pan follow, pan tilt follow, our POV mode, and custom, which is new. So I can say, I just want the pan. I want tilt and pan. And you can see how you've got the little lights indicating how it's lighting up to what directions it's controlling. So that is very handy, that you can customize what your gimbal does. Now, scenario. We have rotation. Look at that. We have a speed control, a tilt deflect, and counterclockwise and clockwise, and it has a 1. Meaning it will only do 1 rotation. Underneath it, it has the same, but it will never stop. It'll just keep spinning. So if I just click that one, I can change my speed or just let it run, and there you go. Hit exit, boom, done. The same on the other side, but it will swing in the other direction. And again, you can exit, and you can adjust your speed to whatever you want. Tilt deflect, if you're wondering what that is, click it. Now do the same thing. Look what's happened. Now we're doing an inception. So that's what tilt deflect does. It puts it into inception mode for you. Very handy indeed. Now, top right, wide angle, exactly what it says. It'll switch your camera in so you can use your wide angled lens. Click it back. So as I say, there's multiple ways of getting to the same control. You can do it from the screen, you can do it from a button. Now, bottom left, we have the panorama. Now, in order to use the panorama, you have to be in the Joy app in the panorama setting. And these are the ones that you have available to you. You simply click and then you can set up and then start your shooting from it. So you have to be in the panorama. I've got a video on the Joy app. Check it out and you will see how you can do panoramas and things. On the bottom right, we have time lapse. It's basically a motion lapse. So I'm going to use the little joystick and I'm going to set my first point here. I'm going to move my joystick, set my next point there, go, oh wait, I don't want it there. So I hit the minus sign, I take it out, then move it a bit. I want my second point there, and I want my third point there. I can then adjust my time, right, up to 158 minutes. Now, one thing you need to be aware of with time, that is time. I have 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes per point for a total of 30 minutes here. It's not 10 minutes for the entire, it's per point. Be aware of that. And then you simply hit start and it'll go through it and you will create an awesome motion lapse. So that's it for this page. Now, slide to the right. Oh, look at that. We have another page of toys. Joystick. Click on joystick. I can now adjust the speed of the tilt and pan, and you can do some finer adjustments to your joystick, which is here if you want. Now, the AB here is the same as what I showed you on here. So if you check out the part 1 video, you will see how the AB does work with some video. But here, you just simply set A. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to set my A point. I believe I set it. There we go. Move to B. Ba-ba. Set B. Now I can return to A. I can return to B. I can change the duration up to 60 minutes. If you're using the side, it's only for 1 minute. But on here, you have the ability to change your duration longer. And then basically you just hit the motion part and you can see it slowly moving and it will do your little panorama for you. And then you just hit exit if you want to stop it. That's how you do the AB through the control, or you've got the quick AB on the side. Be aware on the side it's only for 1 minute. Here you can do it longer. Now under here we have speed. That is your speed control for like the pans and stuff. I always have it set on default, which is the medium. Now click on the right hand side here. We have our language, which is English and Chinese. Gimbal sound, whether you want it on or off. Your motor strengths, it defaults at medium. That's where I leave it. Underneath that, we have level calibration. You can do a manual calibration on your gimbal or an automatic one. Then you have AI setting. You have your tilt tracking, which is defaulted on, I leave. And you can disable the gesture if you want. Sometimes you might find interference, especially if you're shooting a crowd, and it might trigger it falsely. So you can disable it if you want. It's nice that they put that in case that situation arises. So that's basically everything within this little panel. So there you go. That is the Hohem iSteady M7 Gimbal. All the different buttons, all the different controls, everything that you basically want to know about the gimbal. If you do have any questions, comments, concerns, queries, whatever, leave it in the comment section down below and I will get back to you on it. But yeah, thoroughly impressed with this. Now, as I always do, if I run into any problems, any issues, or anything that's going on with this gimbal, I will do another video on that and I will update you on it. But as it stands so far, with all the playing I've been doing, this is outstanding. Now, I do know I've got a bit of an audio issue going on right now. It's a bit echoey. That is getting solved as we're starting to finally finish the studio off, and I should be able to deal with the audio better. So I just wanted to throw that in there. So that's it. I'm probably going to do some more videos with this gimbal, so look forward to those. But in the meantime, that's it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post the videos like this. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. So until the next time.